Hey everyone, welcome to another Monday morning starter. Okay, well today I'm at Putty Beach. So Putty Beach is just here and Kilcare is down the other end of the beach, and all the way over there is Palm Beach. So I thought I'd pick this spot today. Oh, talk about spots. I'll tell you a funny little story before we start. So the video I did 2 weeks ago, the one where I was standing in the national park. Anyway, I always try and find a spot where there's not too many people around. Like just here, there's a path just behind here and a guy just walked past then, which is cool. So I thought I'd pick this spot, the national park, and I climbed up onto this rock and I thought, oh, there'll be no one really around here. So I start recording, doing my thing, and then I see some people walking through the bush and I'm like, oh, well, you know, they're just walking around there, so I'll do my thing. Anyway, the guy comes right up to me under the rock. I'm like, I'm up there, he's down there. Comes up to me, he's like looking at me, he goes, what are you doing? I was like, I'm recording. He goes, oh, him and his girlfriend. He's like, recording what? And I'm like, recording me? And he goes, oh, cool. He's like standing there. I'm like, okay, well, you can go now. That's like, you know, and then he wanders off, and it was like just the most random thing. Anyway, so here we go. Let's get into today's topic. I get asked a question lots. There's one question that I think I get asked more than anything, and that's how long is it going to take? So people that either get into real estate or they get into their careers and they email me or they Facebook me and they say, how long do you think it will take before they become successful? And it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Tell you what matters though. I'll tell you what matters more than anything to do with success. And that's whether you're all in. Whether you are all in. The only reason I have done well at real estate is 20 years ago, I was all in. And I mean all in. I would work till midnight and I would get up at 4:30 and I would watch a video of the top 10 McGrath agents and just listen to what they said. Then I'd go out and hand deliver letters, and I would just, day after day after day, I would work 20 hours a day. And that is not an exaggeration. I would do everything myself. I would hand deliver the letters, I would fold the letters, I would catch a bus to work. I didn't have a car. I would just do whatever it took. But I was so all in that I can't even begin to explain to you how all in that I was. All I knew what I wanted to do is become successful. I wanted it so much, it was bleeding out my eyes. I wanted it so much that being all in was the smallest price I could pay. And I think the thing that you need to think about more than how long is it going to take is how all in are you? Are you all in that nothing else matters? And I don't mean to do it at the cost of everything, but I mean you're so invested in your success that it feels like it's exploding out of you. That's all in. I know a stay-at-home mum. Her name is Alison. She has 4 kids. She is that all in, it's not funny. She's that all in at bringing her 4 kids up that she's like, you know when you see a chicken and a chicken with a duck? We have ducks around our area, and it's a duck and they got their chicklets or their chickens or whatever you call them, ducklings. And she's like this. And you go near them and she's like, rah, rah. I didn't even know ducks could do that. Man, they'll attack you and they're screaming at you and they're spitting at you and they're hissing. You go anywhere near the chicklets. Alison's like that. Her life is that all in with these kids that she's grooming them for success. And I love that. That's inspiring to me. My 10-year-old son, Logan. My 10-year-old son, he wants to become a pro surfer, I think, and he's giving it his best crack, but he is all in. He is so all in to what he wants to become. It inspires me. It inspires me. He's up at 5:30 in the morning, or earlier if the sun gets up earlier. He surfs in the morning, he goes to school late sometimes, he finishes school, straight to the beach, straight in the water. All weekend, their record in the water straight is like 10 hours, and that's getting out just twice for a sandwich and getting back in. 10 hours on a Saturday, 9 or 10 hours on a Sunday. Every weekend, weekend after weekend, day after day. He is so all in, and he's been doing it since he was about 4 or 5 years old. Now that's what I mean by commitment. Is he going to become what he wants to be? That's up to him. I'm just there for support. But people often miss the point. They miss it. Success is definitely going to happen for you. Success is going to happen for you if you are all in. That's all you need to think about. You don't need to think about when is it going to happen for you. It doesn't matter. I have been all in my real estate career for 20 years. 20 years, and I mean all in. Still today, day after day, I am out there doing my best, digging around in the trenches, out there with people trying to make my life happen, because I know it's going to pay off. I know it has paid off, and it is paying off, and it's going to pay off. I want to speak all around the world. That's why I do these things. I am that all in to what I want to create for success, for my future, for the family, for all of that sort of stuff, to lead my kids and show them how to get there. That's why I'm all in. I'm so invested in my success for the future that I don't even think about when it's going to happen. And will I be 50? Will I be... I don't know. It's going to happen though. I know it. I can feel it in my heart. And whether you're a stay-at-home mum, whether you're a 10-year-old kid, or whether you're a 40-year-old real estate agent, it doesn't matter. The only question you need to ask yourself is, how all in are you? I outworked my competition. I know I did. I earned the place I've got today. I earned it with everything in my body. I paid the price up front. I could feel it at the time. I can feel it now. And I know that success just breeds on itself. But unless you first understand what price that is to pay up front, you will never find success, the success that you want. There's a price for success, and it takes mental commitment, it takes physical commitment, it takes emotional commitment, and it just takes work. It takes work. You know, those times when everyone else was out doing stuff and I wasn't, I was working and doing my thing and building a business. Today I look back and I'm really thankful that I did. But I knew it was going to take me somewhere. And I don't think there was once, not once, that I thought to myself, it should have happened by now. It should have happened by now. I don't think there was once I thought that. All I was thinking about is it's gonna happen. And when it happens, it'll happen at the right time. You can't underestimate commitment. Commitment is your tool for success. And when you get out of bed every day, you've got to re-engage that commitment level. And if you don't, it'll go. It'll go, and complacency will creep in. And you'll just be average. And you'll look back one day and think, I could have done better. I could have done better. Just like Alison being a stay-at-home mum, that's harder than anything, I think, being a stay-at-home mum with 4 kids. I know she's on a path for her success, doing what she's doing right now, because she doesn't want to look back and think to herself, I could have done better. And that's inspiring to me. I love seeing that stuff. Stop thinking about how long is it going to take. Stop thinking you should be somewhere else and it should be happening, or it should be better, or it should be more. Just think about all in. That's all you need to think about. It doesn't matter how old you are. It doesn't matter where you are. It doesn't even matter where you think you should be or want to be. Don't worry about that right now. Just be all in with what you're doing, and other opportunities will come to you. More success will find you. It's like people often say to me, you should go to Sydney and sell real estate. I say, why? They say, oh, it's so much busier down there, and it's so much more expensive real estate, and you do so well down there. Well, like, what? Why can't I do real well where I am? Why can't I be one of the best agents in the country where I am? And what will that lead to when I am? When I say to people, I did it, and I was in Terrigal, a little country town. I did it, I did it, I did it. Because I know, as good as I get at doing this, as good as I become at doing this, it's gonna lead me to the other things I wanna do in my life. It's gonna take me there. It's all about being all in where you are right now and forgetting the rest. It's gonna happen for you, but you've gotta want it more than anything else on this earth. And if you want it more than anything else on this earth and back it up with massive action that's so committed that you feel like you just want to explode, if you can back it up with that all-in commitment, it will happen for you, and everything else in your life that you want will follow. I know it with all my heart. I'm telling you this today. If you're walking through life just getting by and just doing just enough, change it. Start becoming all in, and you watch what happens. Things will come to you quicker than you can even imagine. And even if it doesn't happen quick, like my 20-year career in real estate, that's a long time. Working, grinding, just making it happen every single day. Even if it doesn't happen quick, don't worry about it. It just means you're not ready for the success that you want just yet. It'll come when you're exactly ready. It's gonna happen. Stick to the path. Decide on what you want, whether it's a stay-at-home mum, whether it's a surfer at 10 years old, whether it's myself in real estate or something like that. Whatever you want to become, it's waiting there for you. Just get all in. It's gonna happen. Whew.